Today I've got my post-Christmas backlog update for you guys, and including my sealed GWP collection, we're up to 80 things sealed at the moment, which it's 29 things to build and 51 things in the sealed backlog for GWPs, for polybags and box sets that I'm just holding on to. And so a lot of this is quite a range compared to past years where it's only a couple of years, but this year is quite different. We've got things ranging from just a couple months ago to almost 20 years ago, so we've got quite a range this year. But we've got 2 Sega Genesis game controller GWPs, which one was picked up during the order for Arkham Asylum, which is probably going to kick off my January. And then the other one was picked up at my local Bricks and Minifigs. Do plan to build one sometime 2026. So that's why I threw that into this video instead of just putting one away and not pulling out the rest of the sealed GWPs for this video. And same goes for the Harry Potter GWP and the 40th Anniversary Train GWP, which I've just had this sitting on the table for the past couple of months since I bought it from my local Bricks and Minifigs, because I just want to keep one sealed because it's one of my favorite GWPs of all time. Probably right up there with the Sega Genesis game controller set. So these are probably 2 of my favorite gift with purchases of all time that aren't the vintage vehicle set. And then we've got the Vestas wind turbine right behind it, which is now been sealed for over 5 years, because we got this in November of 2020, so it's been over 5 years sitting under the tables. So yeah, that's how long I've kept this thing sealed, with no plans to trade it or just get rid of it. I just want to hold on to it. Not that I can see it going up in value like a modular building, but it's just something that I want to keep in the collection sealed. And then we've got the Indiana Jones sets, 2 of them from 2023, which we've got the $40 set that I never got around to building. Wanted to build, but never got around to it. So we've got that, as well as the Medieval Town Square that I hope to build, even though that was on the retiring list for this year. So that'll be hopefully one of the retired sets that I build in the next year or so. Hopefully, even though most of the plans are going to be Batman related. And then right above that, we've got the Santa's Visit, which is one of my 5 Winter Village sets that I have. One of the 3 that are actually sealed. And then we've got the 2 Harry Potter sets that I have sealed. We got the $15 Harry Potter flying car set. And then just under that, we've got the Harry Potter Diagon Alley set from 2020, which at the moment is still sealed, but probably won't be sealed for much longer, as I'm hoping my sister will take it to her boyfriend's house. And hopefully him and his brothers will actually get this done for me. So that's what I'm hoping on, but we'll see what happens. And then we've got the one of the oldest and one of the largest retired sets that I have in the backlog, with the Lego Indiana Jones Temple of the Crystal Skull set from 2008. No real plans to build this set, given that it's now valued at $400 and I got it for $250. So I don't really plan to open this set, given that the seals are still actually in pristine condition, unlike the other 3 retired, or 4 really, because I actually just remembered that I forgot to grab a set. So, a bit of a last minute addition to this video, but forgot to grab a set for this video. But it's the only Indiana Jones set that's from the original line that I have that's still pretty much in pristine condition, so I don't plan to open it. The other 3 that I have, which we've got the original Lost Tomb set from Raiders of the Lost Ark, the truck chase from Raiders of the Lost Ark, which that was what I just grabbed, because I set it on my city tables and forgot to grab it before starting this video. These 2 sets, they are still sealed, but the tape is kind of wearing off. Where the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull set, the tape is still pretty much in pristine condition, so that one is probably going to stay sealed for good. Truck Chase, that might get opened up. And then we've got the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote Brickhead set, which has been on my wanted list for quite a while for Brickheads, because I don't collect a lot of them, but I love the Looney Tunes. So this one was a must pick up last week for my birthday, a little over 10 days ago now. And then we've got the Monster Fighters set, which I picked up quite a few years ago. And this set's now almost 15 years old. Still sealed, never opened. Then we got the Hot Rod gift with purchase from 2020. So, really excited to have that finally in the collection. And then we've got the thing that's going to probably start the year off for me, which is Arkham Asylum. Really excited to have that in the collection, because I originally loved the 2013 Arkham Asylum, but never was able to get it, and now I finally have an Arkham Asylum for the city. And then we've got the Lego Ideas Sesame Street, which love Sesame Street, but never really could come with the terms to open the set, so probably never will open it. So that one will probably just be one that I hold on to. And then we've got the Spring Lantern Festival, which is kind of just a backup modular for me if I need a 1.5 corner. So that's why I've got this. And then we got the Pixar lamp, which is still my most anticipated Lego Ideas set of recent memory, because there really isn't a lot of ideas sets that are coming out that really spark my interest outside of the Orient Express, which I got last year, and my sister's boyfriend and his brothers built that for me over Thanksgiving, and I absolutely love having that on display in my bedroom. And then we've got one of the last main things that's needed to be built for my bedroom. We've got the Gotham skyline. So, being a big fan of Batman the Animated Series, just knew I needed to add this to the collection. Never got around to it this past year, so with it being the 20th anniversary of the original line of Batman sets, I think it's a perfect time to do this and Arkham Asylum hopefully next year. So can't wait to get around to both of those sets. And then we've got the other 2023 Indiana Jones set, which is based off The Last Crusade. So really excited to just have all of the Indiana Jones sets that I was able to get. So that's what we've got there. And then we got the Sonic Ideas set, which originally I wanted to put that on display in my bedroom, but never got around to it. So not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I don't want to get rid of it. Don't want to trade it in for store credit at my local Bricks and Minifigs. So we'll see what happens with that. And then we've got this other retired Indiana Jones set from the original line in 2008, which is actually one of the weaker ones, but hey, it's an original Indiana Jones set that's still sealed, so I'm gonna take it. So I was like, okay, I just bit the bullet on that one, so that's what I ended up doing. And then we've got the Lego Gingerbread House from 2019, which I got this for my 21st birthday a couple years ago. So really excited to have that. And then the three other sets that I didn't pull out would be the Holiday Main Street, and then the two UCS 1989 Batman sets, so the Batwing and the Batmobile, that I have sealed. So that pretty much covers everything that I have currently sealed in the backlog outside of the gift with purchases, mainly because the gift with purchases haven't changed at all, because everything that I've gotten as gift with purchases this year has pretty much been taken to my local Bricks and Minifigs and traded in for store credit, outside of the Harry Potter gift with purchase from the Back to Hogwarts. So that's the only gift with purchase I've held on to this year, along with the vintage vehicle from earlier this year. Or not the vehicle, the newsstand. So that's just a look at my backlog as of the end of 2025. So you guys can tell me your thoughts on this video in the comment section below, and just like and subscribe for more, because I will do more in the future.